Okay. All right. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello. 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 Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thanks for coming back. Thank you for coming back. We've had two horrible, I don't know whether they were horrible shows or not. I mean, where I was like screaming at you people. You were screaming at me, but that's what I like, actually, kind of, sort of, not really, but I just, want some interaction. I want some interaction from you people. Good to see you. Anyway, I just got back. I was in central London. Anyway, let's say thank you to everybody. That we'll talk about what I did today, and you can tell me what you did today. Not that I'm interested. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Hello, Caroline Cooper. Hello, Chartel. Hello, beautiful Claire, and beautiful Mister Steve Cuff, and beautiful Caroline, and beautiful Chartel. I'm not saying you're not beautiful. You are beautiful. You're beautiful to me. Joe, hello, Joe, and hi ho Kermit, and who else? Everybody else. And MC Scott is here. So we've got people watching and listening to this stream. I had three brioches. I just don't care. Something's happened to me. I just you know me talking about low carbs, about being a keto person, not eating any kinds of sugars, starches or form of sugar. I've basically gone off. It's a Christmas time, off the wagon, off the wagon. Yes, and Warmelian is here too. Yep, beautiful Warmelian. Thank you for coming in to the show. So I think for the first few minutes, it's not going to be as good. I mean, if it is good, I don't feel great. I've had three brioche buns. You know the brioche buns like this size. I've had three of them, and I put ham in them. And then while I was waiting for the bus, I went across the street, and they were selling a huge bag of pineapple, of sugared pineapple. Don't eat too much. It'll make your poop. No, 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 Lewis. I can understand in a way. A brioche is pretty yum. Yeah. Well, what is it? It's like challah bread is a brioche. Is is what That's what it is. I think it is. Anyway, I had pineapple and sugar. You know those little pineapple sugar pieces. They are so good. And I bought it because it was only a 149 pence. 1 pound 49 pence. And I bought the entire bag. I don't know how much it was. How weighed definitely maybe 150 grams or something. It was a lot of it. It's entirely sugar. And but now here's the thing. So I had maybe like 40 grams of this, and then I threw the rest of it out. I threw it out. I mean, this is like unprecedented for me to throw out food. I'm not a food thrower outer. So I had that, and then I had these three ham sandwiches. I should write down how much I ate. I should write down how much I ate. You know what I'm going to do? Just you stay right there. Three brioche buns. We should send Claire over to restrain you for your own good. Yes. Yes. To send her over, even if she isn't going to restrain me, I'll restrain her. Yeah. I mean, brioche buns. I mean, and they weren't like real brioche buns. They were like the kind you get in your corner shop in a bag. But however, there are 10. I'm going to throw out the rest of it. I'm going to throw out the rest of it. I'm going to have to take control. Did you read the newspaper today? Today, or was it? Oh, no, it was Twitter. It said that a keto diet is 10 times better for cancer. 10 times is that people who go on a keto diet after 3 years, 66 with brain cancer. Hold on one second. Don't go anywhere. Everybody, while I'm away, while it's chair time, go to Twitter and make sure you're signed in with Twitter. Okay, did you sign up? Make sure you like the stream, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. So my blood sugar level is probably sky high, and I don't feel it. And anyway, I didn't get much sleep last night either, because I went into London to go see my friend Doug, who's here for a slight visit, and the place was like just so packed. Thank you, Kermit, for posting that. Go to Lewis Schaffer on Twitter, and there's a picture of me. There's my passport photo. There's my passport. There's my grandfather in Brooklyn. Look at Brooklyn. Look at Brooklyn. How cool. How cool. Anyway, so what was I saying? Can you hear me? I didn't even ask. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Anyway, so I'm in. What was I talking about? Oh, so I should maybe find this thing. I should find the the X thing that said cancer. Maybe I don't even know how I can find it. I don't know how to find it. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, what happened? I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Okay. Secondly, I think there's still the Crystal Palace game. What do we know about the Crystal Palace game? The Crystal Palace, the Spurs are winning at 80 minutes. All right, that's not good. Okay, and what I wanted to check here was this. I wanted to check here that. Okay. Okay, thank you, Chartel. You can hear and see me. Am I on mute? No, I'm not on mute. No, don't even joke. I don't have a sense of humor about that. I'll get worked up over all of this stuff. So that's I get how keto could be better, Lewis. Sugar is cancer's enemy. No, no. The absence of sugar is cancer's enemy. Sugar makes, yes, Claire. Sugar makes cancer grow. Sugar makes cancer grow. Does keto prevent sugar? Prevent cancer growth? Okay. A keto diet, Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory. Yeah, you can Google it yourself. You can Google it yourself. Well, here's Thomas Seyfried from 1923. He's amazing. He's my man. He's my man, Thomas Seyfried. Okay, so that's that. We can talk about that. Girl from Mars is here. Welcome. Welcome, Girl from Mars. Carbs are our enemy, Lewis. Yes, they are our enemy. They're the enemy. They're the enemy of cancer. So they're the help of cancer. They love cancer. Carbs loves cancer. So I've had the carbs, and this is one of the reasons I'm against it. It makes you stupid. It makes like all those MJ Tiger Fang is here. It makes carbs make people stupid. You want to be stupid, have 3 brioches. That's what I feel like. I feel like I do not have the intellectual ability to run this show. I don't know what. It's like I've never done this before. It's like I don't know what to say. I don't know where we should go. I want to apologize for yesterday's show. Let me make a note of that. to apologize. And I don't even know what I have to say about yesterday's show. I don't know what I have to say about yesterday's show. But I feel like I should apologize and apologize the day before. And then last night after the show, I had two lasagnas. So I had two lasagnas last night, two lasagnas the night before, another lasagna. So for 3 nights in a row, I had three lasagnas. A chafing brush. I don't know. A chafing brush. I don't know what that is. I combed my hair. Am I allowed to comb my hair? I don't even know which way my hair goes. Which way does the hair go? Does it go from this side to that side? I think it goes that way. Lewis, do you feel brain fogged? I do. I feel brain fogged often. I think it's heavily caused by bad diet and too much internet social media. That is possible. What I have at hand right now is I came home from London. It was so crowded. Did I feel claustrophobic? I didn't feel happy being in that many crowded. I thought it was going to be empty around the National Gallery. And I walked over to Victoria past Buckingham Palace. And it was so crowded. It was like, who are these people? I wanted to ask them, what country are you from? Because everyone looks alike right now. Everyone looks alike. So you can't tell whether they're from Spain, France, Pakistan, Portugal, Mauritania, Malawi, wherever they're from, they all look exactly the same. Anyway, so I fell asleep at yesterday's show. My other half was listening and said it sounded heated. Yeah, is it wrong for it to sound heated? Maybe this country needs heated. Is Joodles here? Did she come in and say hello? I don't see Joodles signed in here. There she is. Evening chums. That's what Joodles says. I was just about to ask, where is Joodles? Lewis, I'm going to start calling you Garfield. All that lasagna. Did Garfield eat lasagna? I don't remember that. I don't know that. I don't know that. Yeah, there you go. So Joodles is saying lovely ladies and handsome men. John Van Dam, good evening, Lewis, sir. If I had to pick one to watch, if you had to pick one to match, hold on a second. Good evening, Lewis, sir. Lewis, if you had to pick one to match, okay, period, would you dye your hair or eyebrows or eyebrows? If you had to pick one to match, like matching my hair versus my eyebrows. Well, who knows? Maybe I'm dyeing my eyebrows. No, I mean, people look better with darker eyebrows, luckily. But I'm reaching the point now. I'm 68 years old. Does it matter? Is anybody going to do me? I'm not sure. That's a good question. According to Chartel, Garfield loved lasagna. Okay, well, who doesn't love lasagna? How could you not love lasagna? It's got tons of meat, It's basically, when I was a kid, and when I say a kid, I mean like 6, 7 years ago, I just used to eat pasta bolognese with tomato sauce. Do you remember that? I'm asking. I'm not gonna. Yeah. So how could you be against eating lasagna? Raise your hand if you're against eating lasagna. You're not against it. You need to eat lasagna. You don't need to, but it's delicious. It's not good for you because it's cooked meat. It's dehydrating. There's sugar in the tomato sauce, and then there's the pasta, which is sugar. Joodle says Garfield was ace. Yes, Garfield, if I remember correctly. I don't even remember what he said, but he was quite prevalent when I was in my 30s and 40s. I don't even know when he came. When did Garfield come on the scene? Joodles. Mark the Rosie, they're talking about this football thing that they're saying. 6 to 7 years ago is when I started my diet. I started eating a low-carb diet on May 1st, 2020, 1919. That's when I started to eat that thing. Lewis, you're in the privileged position of owning a harem, this chat. Even if they don't like your eyebrows, they have no choice but to join you in your bed chambers. I would like to believe that that's true, but that's not true. You'll have to ask them. Will you come in? Will you come to Lewis's bed chamber? I like the idea that I have a bed chamber. That's actually better than having the women in there. But yeah, John, I have that with cheese before bed. Terrible cheese mares. Does cheese? I don't think cheese causes you nightmares. I think what causes you nightmares is carbs. Carbs cause nightmares, basically. Basically. But thank you very much for saying that, Warmelly. And the girls, they say they love Lewis Schaffer, but do they? We'll have to see. Only time will tell. But thank you very much. What about the guys? What about the guys? It's like, what about the guys? I saw over lunch, my friend was telling me that George Clooney is gay. I mean, I'm not saying he is gay, but people are saying that he's gay. Is he gay? I don't know if he's gay. Are we allowed to say? Are we allowed to postulate that George Clooney is gay? A chamber pot would prevent you from using random bottles next to the bed. A chamber pot. I don't know. They don't. Did they? A bottle. At least you could put a cover on a bottle. A chamber pot is kind of open. Claire says she loves me. If I lie on my back, I get nightmares. It's possible. I would say this. Do you cover your mouth with mouth tape? I put tape on my mouth. And ever since that happened, I don't dream at all. Clooney might be 17%. That's what I am. No, he's might be much higher than 17%. It's true about cheese, though. Proper vivid dreams, but maybe not nightmares like Lewis says. I don't think you can get, maybe, from cheese. Does cheese cause nightmares? Can we look that up? Does somebody want to look that up? Why do we have to live without the knowledge, without true knowledge? Let's look that up. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Can we look that up? Does somebody want to look that up? Why do we have to live without the knowledge, without true knowledge? Let's look. Mostly a myth, though. Eating before bed might lead to vivid or strange dreams for some. In 2005, a British, are you reading this, everybody? A British cheese board study suggested that different cheeses induce different dreams. Stilton for surreal dreams. I got a whole bar of Stilton in my refrigerator, but it wasn't peer-reviewed. New research points in 2005, okay. Are you reading this, everybody? A British cheese board study suggested that different. Don't go anywhere. Okay, thank you, Joodles, for that. Is the echo still on? Is there echo? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Chartel. Echo, that's what I need. Thank you. I mean, the problem is okay. Okay. Looking up why we have to live without true knowledge. It doesn't make sense. Getting knowledge on why we don't get true knowledge. Well, that's another question completely. That's another question. Mouth tape is a poor man's Ozempic. It actually does help. If I put on mouth tape at night and I don't eat at night, normally I'd go up and I'd eat, and I think I've got to take this tape off. I mean, it's not that a big deal, but I still have to echo less. Thank you, Kermit. Is that it's mouth tape is brilliant. Does anybody tape their mouths? This is the weirdest cult ever. I'm Lewis Schaffer. I tell you to do things and no one does it. Mark the Rosian says Clooney isn't gay. Okay, well, I was told he was. He's not gay. I also was told that Obama's gay. Have you heard this? Alfie Cap is here. Finally, you're coming in a bit earlier at 6:22. I look like George Clooney, though not as handsome. Okay, is that a compliment? My friend looks like Walter Matthau. Matthau. I call him Matthau. You guys might call him Matthau or whatever. And he didn't like being called. People coming up to him saying, "You look just like Walter Matthau." Maybe he's a friend of Dorothy, or it may just be a distant acquaintance, says Kermit. I mean, he's allowed to be gay. He's allowed to be if he wants to be. He says that's the difference between the left and the right, in America at least, is the right in America. They're all gay, but they're all out in the open. Whereas in the left in America, they're all secretive. They're all secret gay people. Okay? Lud is here. Hello, Lud. Did your mother cause your addiction to ice cream Oreos? The answer to that question is we had lots of Oreos when we were kids. We had lots of that stuff. Number one. Number two, no, I mean, ice cream is Moorish to begin with, and the biscuits on ice cream, which is what Oreo's ice cream sandwich is Moorish. Is Moorish. So why is it's not my mom doing that? Though there is an emptiness. I've got an emptiness deep inside. Yeah, it could be. It could be that people say his wife is a man, like Macron's wife, like Brigitte Macron, possibly. But they actually say he is. He is. And Mark the Rosian backs him up by saying lots of closet home. Nothing wrong. That's what's his name says. There's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong. But the left are a bunch of lying cunts. I shouldn't say that. The left. They lie. Don't they lie? I'm pretty sure that they lie. Pretty sure that they lie. What did you say? There was a joke, Lud. Did I miss something? I mean, yes. I mean, no, I'm not going to be mad at you. I was mad at somebody yesterday. Was I mad at somebody yesterday? Who was I mad at? It's very funny. I'm not getting morbid, but it makes me think about my mother. And did she make me fat? And I weighed about 30 to 40 pounds too much for a lot of my life. I didn't even realize I wasn't that much. So no one said, "Oh, wow, you're fat." But I wasn't like this. And my friend who I met for lunch, Doug, he said to me that I look too skinny. And it was like such a lovely thing to say. Lovely thing to say. Joodles. They're also now saying Obama was born female. Are they saying that? I don't think that that's true. I don't think that that's true. But it is possibly true. I don't know. He was a horrible president. Absolutely horrible president. And they say it about Obama's wife too. Yeah. And you know what? Because the left are liars. Because they're always saying they're doing something good and they're always hurting people. Because they always say they're doing something good for other people, but they're stealing money because they're globalists. They don't care about this country. You can't trust them. You can't trust the left. I'm sorry. I don't know how many of you people are. No one's going to admit that they're left here, but well, look at what labor has done. Look what they've done about the environment, and meanwhile, they're building housing projects all over green space. Right? Am I right about that? Maybe they had a Freaky Friday. Anyway, so Claire's saying hello to Lud is saying hello to Claire and hi, Steve, and hi, Chartel. That's nice. We're saying nice things to each other. People are always saying I look too skinny. And I love that too. Am I too? Yeah, I love skinny's good. Too skinny can be bad, but skinny can be good. Can be very, very good. I'm under the right umbrella. What does that mean? Oh, under the a political umbrella? I mean, a lot of most women today are left wing. So if you consider yourself right wing, you're unusual. There are rabbit holes. Here's Joodles, and Joodles knows her stuff about stuff like this. There are rabbit holes saying that Barack and Michelle are in a hetero relationship, but just the other way around. That's funny. I think you I don't know if you meant it as a joke, but I found that very funny. It makes you saying Michelle is the man and Barack is the woman. Possibly. So what? So what? Who knows? They could dig stuff up about Lewis Schaffer, and oh my God, Palace finished 0-1. Palace lost. I mean, Palace. They started the season so strong, and they've had a weak past couple of weeks. Week. All right. When I was younger, I used to think the royal family adopted kids for PR purposes. Yes. Well, the whole thing is a PR purpose. I mean, no. I mean, adopted kids, but don't they inherit the estate? And I walked right past the Buckingham Palace. That place is huge. Yes, Lewis, right. What are you saying? Right. I'm under the right umbrella. Okay, good. I mean, yeah. It's a bit more honest. Let's hope it's honest. It's as Judels has pointed out, the be kind people. Horrible. They're horrible. I'm quite certain there were leak records of Barack talking about homosexual relationships he had. He's definitely more than 17% gay, says Warmellian. What do you think? Do you agree with that? I don't know whether it's true or not. I don't care. I mean, I'm against it because we need kids. And homosexuality, transism, working women, it's all about let's not have kids. It's all part of it's all on the same hand. Trans, gay, no kids, abortion. It's all like no kids. I'm a lefty, Lewis Led says, a member of the Fabian Society, a Marxist. I'm hoping it'll make me rich like the rest of those hypocrites. Yes, yeah, well, that's what it's all about. It's like, how can we use. I think the difference between the left and the right is the left think, let's make machines that are going to make us rich. And the left says, let's enslave people and make them work for us so that we can become rich. I refuse to go near it, Jeds, because you cannot unknow stuff. I don't know what are you talking about, Joodles, but yeah. I mean, who knows what they're doing with everything. Okay. Right-wing women are way better looking. Lefty women's always have that drag through the hedge backwards look, or pink hair, or overweight. It's not good. No, it's not good, Claire. No. I mean, yeah, you could be, I mean, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. After watching Charlie's speech, I'm convinced he's a claymation Aardman Productions. Eyes way too close together, like Gromit. Let's take a look at a picture of our king and see if that's true. I'm going to look this up, Kermit. I'm going to look this up. What am I looking up? King Charles. Oh, yes, look at those eyes. He's got like hunter eyes. Yes, look at those eyes. Look at how close those eyes are. Or maybe he's got a really big head. Look at his fat little fingers. Type 2 diabetes. Look at this. That's quite an interesting. He's not a handsome man, but he's all right. He's all right. He's our king. There's our king, all relaxed with his medals and stuff. There's our king. Very interesting. I'm sorry, you didn't see that. I didn't play that. There we go. Do you see that? Do you see do you see how close his eyes are? That's really well spotted, Kermit. Really well spotted. Look at the eyes. Look at how close his eyes are together. Is that true? Okay. MJ Tiger Fan says, and then there was the stuff about Harry not being Charles's son, but James Hewitt's. Yeah, you can believe it. Even even if you're married to the king, you wanna have a little bit of something else inside you. So you believe in overpopulation myth, Caroline Cooper, says Warmellian. Funny how there are too many people, so Europeans shouldn't have kids. But then we're not having enough kids, so we need more immigrants. Yes, it is funny that how they're doing that. What did Caroline Cooper say? Let's see if we can find it. There are too many people anyway. I don't know if there are too many people, but that's an interesting, well-made point, Warmellian. Well, Peppa Pig scene. Okay. I prefer righty women, Led says. More real, less fake. Be kind and all that. Yes. I like real people. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. The be kind. Who are we being kind to? People who are going to kill us and hate us. I really believe that Harry is. I know you believe it. Does that make it true, Claire? Is James Hewitt's son? I don't know what you believe. When the UK becomes a republic, Buckingham Palace will be a nice multi-story car park. No, 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 no. They'll make flats out of it. They'll like one of these estates out in the home counties where they break it up into little bits and pieces of homes. I don't think they're going to tear that down. That's the one building they're not going to tear down. They'll tear down the rest of the country because they hate this country. When the UK becomes no, that's Alfie Caps. Do you really believe that they're going to tear down Buckingham Palace when it becomes a republic? It won't be a republic. It'll be an Islamic dictatorship. It'll be a caliphate. I think that's what it's going to become. I think so. Okay, so there you go. Oh, what are we doing? Let's remind me to get this off the screen. You don't need to look at that. Anyway, so it's good. We got a lot of people watching. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for commenting. God knows, Judes, says Jedster. Last I heard, she was saying foreign governments and Turning Point were involved in Charlie Kirk's death. She's saying that Israel was. I think Jedster. We're talking about what's her name, Candace Owen. I mean, the problem is like they're on our side, so they agree with everything that we agree with, and then they go off piste, like Tucker Carlson. Just stick to the points. Not a well-made point, not a myth. Look up how the planet's population has increased over the last 100 years. It's infested. First of all, we don't know because China may have 1 billion less people. 1 billion. It might have at least 500,000 less people. So if we're losing 500 million in China, okay, and the population of Russia's dropped, population of all the countries in the world have gone down. Yeah, they've been replaced. Were replaced. Israel killed Candace Owen. Come on. I don't believe that. Not a well-made point, not a myth. Um, well, who knows? What is the true pot? Let's look this up. What is the population of the world? Let's see what it says. To any time. Let's look any time past week. I don't believe it. I'm looking for a chart. Population of the world chart. China on track for massive population decline. Asia, the population of Asia is dropping. Africa's going up. Europe is going down. Latin America is kind of going down. And North America is stabilizing. I mean, does that include, is that natural born people? I don't know. The planet's population increase was largely down to us and the Industrial Revolution and the medical advances with our meddling with antivirus and antibiotics. What does that mean? Is that good, the meddling, or is it bad? I see you is here. Hello, I see you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I see you. Candace has her price. I think she's been bought. You don't want to say that, but possible. I don't know. Why do you think she's been bought? I see you. Tell us why. Tell me why. Caroline, Adam John, when up in a plane, you see there's more than enough land for all of us to thrive and for the world and we comma, the world, comma, is underpopulated, in your humble opinion. No, we need a lot of space. We don't need the space, but why do we have to live cramped next to each other? It was so crowded London today. You don't want that. You don't want that. How the hell do they know that? Joodles asked, even remotely accurately. What does that mean? You know what? You could learn something from Lewis Schaffer. You don't want to be tired. Do not eat carbs. It just kills you. It just kills you. John Van Dam. He's talking to Caroline. He says, when up in a. Okay, I read that already. Okay, here we go. Without British inventions, the population would still be around 1 billion. You want to know something? There's probably truth to that. Britain has done more to increase the world's population through technology than anybody. Is that a good thing, though? A lot of people would say that that's a bad thing. Her viewer numbers were dropping, so she sensationalized more, but people started making fun of her and not taking her as seriously as a result. I remember Osmond Gold mentioned it. Yeah, you want ratings. I don't, but you want more and more people to watch your thing. So you can be more and more powerful and you can make more and more money. Greed is a line that runs through every human. I see you. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. If it's such a poorly made point, then you'll have no trouble actually addressing it. Carolyn Cooper says, Warmellian. Why are we told there's not enough people having kids? Having kids in Western countries and that we need migrant. Why is that? And it's a good question. They want it both ways. They were telling us we're going to die from overpopulation, and then they said no, nothing to worry about. We're going to be underpopulated. The same thing. We're all going to die of COVID, and the next thing you know, they're saying, "Oh no, no, we're all right." Candace directly accused Erica, says Joodles, of being involved in his murder. Wow, I didn't know that. Have you heard that, producer?
Is there a is there is there anyone in the entire world who isn't crazy and thinks that Candace Owens is like trustworthy on anything? You know,
Yeah, she.
like you should watch Candace Owens as like comedy at
Well,
most.
why hasn't she lost the court case?
What court case?
The Macron sued her.
That hasn't finished yet.
No, it's been going on. I don't know what the
because they
story
have
is.
to prove all of it. They only had the evidence reading like a few weeks ago,
Right.
and now she's going to be bankrupted.
I'm against being bankrupted.
Kind of deserves it. Being a dick.
We're not doing any more carb show. I'm just pointing out. That's why I'm like, this is perhaps. I mean, this is the best high carb show that I've done. I wish I wasn't. I wish I hadn't had the carbs. Maybe should I have a cup of coffee?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, go make it.
Could you make it for me?
No, I'm going to the shop.
I'm doing a show. I can't go.
Well, I don't know how to make a cup.
What you do is you take you boil some water. You take you put 1 teaspoon. He doesn't want to do it. I'm gonna have to leave and make a cup of coffee. I'm gonna be able to keep my eyes open.
Cup of coffee. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break right now and go make a cup of coffee.
What is okay? You could do that.
Yeah, why don't you take a 5-minute break anyway? Because you're tired.
I know. I know. I really am.
Just take a 5-minute break. Go make a cup of coffee. Drink some water. Splash a little water on your face, and you'll be better.
I should do that, really. Hey, this is what I'm going to do. The producer has suggested I take a 2-minute break and I make a cup of coffee. Here's a cup. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. Do any of you people want coffee? I'll be right back. I can't make you a cup of coffee because you're there and I'm here. But I'm going to do that here. Lewis, you need to be strong and not let the carbs get a hold of you. Yes. Carbs are more. You can take a break right now. Hold on a second. This thing's falling down. That over here like that. Yeah, you could go to Ko-fi, Kof. I like that. Okay, I'm back. Japan is weird social problems they have there. They prefer to go. Okay. Okay, let's get back on track. Okay. All right, I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling better. I like the idea that I can just get up in the middle of a live stream and just go make a cup of coffee. I mean, I think it's kind of, I don't guess it's kind of good, baby. I suggest that you start with a 50-minute break, then do another 20-minute show, then finish with another 50-minute break. You won't be tired by then. You know why I'm tired? I can't sleep at night. I think maybe because I shouldn't be having coffee. It's 7 o'clock at night. Maybe that's why I can't sleep. I go to sleep around 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I don't even know that I'm sleeping. Do you know what kind of app I should use to help me sleep better? Okay. If we didn't have an unnatural population increase, an increase in housing demand, then people could afford more children. I blame Blair for upsetting the apple cart. Probably, you're right, because they let in millions of people. And divorce, the biggest cause of this problem is divorce. Suddenly men and women aren't living together. And because they're not living together, they have to have two houses. And that totally destroys the housing market. I agree with that completely. Is that what you are saying, Caroline Cooper? Possibly. Massage. We have never watched Lewis's reaction to. Have you ever watched Lewis's reaction to being touched? I don't like it. I don't like it. Maybe I'm a man. I'm a toucher. I'm not a guy who likes to be touched. Oh, touch me. Rub your little fingers all over. I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like I've lost control. Also, I feel maybe I was touched by family members. Okay, I wasn't even awake for 12 hours yesterday. I was in bed again by 11. Oh my God, I'm so jealous of people who can sleep, Kermit. I'm like really jealous. Hey, we've been here for an hour. If you guys want to support the stream, go over to Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/Lewis Schaffer. Laugh out loud. This is how Charlie Chaplin's silent video would be on YouTube. Yeah, I guess there's truth to that. I'm sorry. I mean, I felt so bad last night after the show that I was like screaming at you people, and that I was arguing. You know, I was like really just upset about the whole thing. Are you leaving? Where are you going, Joe? I love you all and see you soon. Where are you going? MJ Tigerfang said, I saw something weird on the news. Everyone at Trump meeting was like a still image, but one guy's ear was moving like it was flapping, laugh out loud. Then the video crashed. Was that real? Is that real, MJ Tigerfang? We don't have a. Hold on, what's going on here? There we go. Did you see? Speaking about population, did you see the video with the guy with the little the marbles, and each marble represented 1,000,000 people. So like there were like 2,000,000, 2,000 marbles in Asia, and 1,000 marbles in Africa, and whatever. And there's only 60 marbles in Britain in a jar. And they said, if we take how many of these 2,000 marbles could we take to make the world better? Without us being totally destroyed. But they don't care. They want us destroyed. Have you gotten any New Year's resolutions? I haven't had any yet. My only resolution is to just to to keep to move more, to do more stuff. Isn't that your resolution, Lud? To do more stuff next year. That's my resolution. I'm selling more and more stuff on my Vinted page, which is called Nunhead Man. Nunheadman. One word. Nunhead Man. Go to Vinted and maybe see all the chazarai that I am selling. A lot of it is just stuff I find in the street in Nunhead. I found a cake plate from Paper Chase. It might have been sold even. Let me see if it's been sold. I don't agree that we need too many migrants. We should be more independent and invest in our own youth, not import people to look after the elderly. I'm with you, Caroline Cooper. I don't know how people could argue with that. Um, I just sold my New York Yankees baseball cap for £5. I mean, that's great. That's like really, really, really great. Unless I sold it already. I mean, I don't know. That's the problem. People say I'm going to buy it, and then I get multiple offers for it. I don't know why that happens. I don't. We don't need that many migrants. I'm with you, Caroline Cooper. Why do we need migrants into the country? They just want to flood the place. Claire Jedster says, "Would you like to take a 5 minute break to go splash some cold water on yourself?" It's Sunday. Normally, Claire is not here this late on a Sunday. It's a combination of indoctrination over overpopulation nonsense. Both parents needing to work for the cost of living and immigration, and they're all causes, not fixing, not fixes. Actually, it's just they want there to be an overpopulation because the real estate people they don't want the prices for their homes to go down. We don't need any more marbles, Lewis, says Mr. Cuff. You can't fill a pint glass with 2 pints. The country isn't big enough. Although I think I lost my marbles years ago. I'm with you. Stop mass immigration and you'll stop the housing crisis. But who says they're supporting working people but killing working people by mass importation? They say they're trying to cure the housing crisis, but they're importing massive amounts of people to the country. The left, labor. And when I say the left, I also include the Tories because they're like a leftist commie party too. And MC Scott says we've had our fill. I'm with you. This is I think we're all on the same page here. Enough already. Enough. And then they don't even ask. They don't even. I can understand them not asking me. I'm a dirty foreigner. But they're not asking you. Do we want mass immigration? And the answer is no. We do not want. They say it's the NHS. It's the NHS. So what do? They spread panic to make us think that we need the NHS. You do not need the NHS. The world's population has gone from 2 billion to 8 billion in 100 years. Yes. Yeah, too many people. And then there are air flights. People fly. It's so close for people to fly. Where once upon a time it took six months on a boat to get somewhere, and you were stuck there. You couldn't go back for the weekend, you know, for a city break. There is plenty and plenty of land for everyone right now. This is what MC Scott says. Countries are just no, they want to come here and they want to get rich off of the work that you and your ancestors did. It's really evil. Do you advertise the fact that you can't be asked to post anything? Where? What do you mean anything where, Kermit? Do you advertise the fact you can't be asked to post anything? Post anything what? I mean, I tell you something. I love Vinted. It's so easy. It is so easy. I can post a listing in like 50 seconds. You take pictures, you put it up, it asks you 3 questions, and it's gone. The population of the planet may have increased, but it's not the developed countries that are having children anymore. No, we're not having children. We're not having children. And they're taking us over because we're not having kids. People per square mile in Germany, 242, France, 122, Spain, 250, UK, 740. Lefties never mention this stat when telling us other countries take more than we do per capita. That's a really good post. Really good post. Post as in mail, he means. Oh, okay. Vatanai, thanks for pointing that out. I do post it. I do. I did it yesterday, and then they didn't you listen yesterday? I went to the place, and they said we're not taking any deliveries. But you said yesterday I should come today, and I don't know, cripes. That's a big consideration, MC Cannabis. Lots to do, lots to it all, I'm sure. Loads of nuances and everything. Caroline Cooper, I don't know what you mean. Stuart H is here. Hello, Stuart. This country needs total remigration or people will cease to exist. What do you mean by, or my people, your people? Yeah, they don't care about your people, I assume. They don't care. It's only their people that they care about. They're debating whether they should have first cousins marry each other. That's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And the fact is, there shouldn't be a law against that. It should just be something that people do. Something that people do, which is that you don't have sex with your first cousin. But we're letting in people from a country where they have sex with their first cousins. I've been watching so much video. You don't want to know what's in the rest of the world. It's not as beautiful as you think it is. This country, okay. But that's a very good point, Kermit. It's the country has got a lot of people living here. Why do we have to let people into the country who don't follow the rules, like Lewis Schaffer? Okay. I'm getting tired. Always do this if I know I'm off work. I'll probably sleep in a minute. Don't go to sleep. You need to pay attention. You told me what to do, and I went and did it, and now I'm awake again. I think it was about 9.8 billion at last count. Well, we don't know because China lied. Countries lie because they get benefit by telling people. Here's a picture of mine. Can you see that? That's my grandfather. The left are flooding us, scaremongering people by saying that hot countries are too hot and the world is burning. The Greek summer fires that turned out to be man-made and arrests. Not nature, says MJ Tire Fan. They want us to be afraid. They want us to be afraid of the flu, of the NHS, of COVID. They want us to be afraid of climate change, of freezing, of storms, of this, of that. This is how the left create a police state, by making people afraid. It's how politicians gain power. They say, look, if we don't do something, we're going to be boiling to death. So we have to do something, and we're the people to do something. I think that's how they do it. You are completely wonderful. Thank you, Claire. I'd like more people to say that today. Yes, I do appreciate that, Claire. Okay, do not leave. Best way to get to sleep, Lewis, is to count the world's population. That's what Alfie Cap says. Yeah, maybe 1, 2, 3. That's probably true. Probably true. I'm laying in bed. It's a beautiful bed. It's a beautiful bed. And that's not a beautiful bed. It's a nice bed. It's not such a nice bed. It's a bed. It's a bed. And I'm laying in bed and I'm thinking to myself, just stop listening to the YouTube videos. Where's Gnome? Joodles asked. That's a good question. Where is Gnome? My cousins are twins, but you can, my cousins are twins, but you can just about tell them apart. Sarah has blonde hair, and William has a mustache. I think that's a joke. That's a joke. You can just about, you can barely tell them apart. Okay. And then you say one's a woman, one's a guy. Well, saying that's almost true now. I know you meant as a joke, but men and women are dressed more and more similarly. Shortell meditates for sleep. Does that work? Claire says pills are better. I'm eating barbecue crisps and drinking coffee, Chartel. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Barbecue, that sounds amazing. Barbecue crisps. I went to a Chinese restaurant today and I had a big bowl of rice. It was so wrong. It was so wrong. If Claire were there, she would hate me. The end of the world is nigh, says Lud. Yes, at least that's what it says on my sandwich board. Yeah, maybe we need to each have a sandwich board which says something positive, and we need to walk around with it and watch people smile. I'm going to get Christmas pudding and cream, says Vatnard. I do not like Christmas pudding. I like cream. But we're during Christmas time. I know you, Watt, and I are strong dieter, and yeah, but we need to be in control of ourselves. And this past week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, I've been talking to you about it, and I've been a lying hypocrite. A lying hypocrite. Chartel made black coffee. Maybe, and maybe also because I went out last night for a walk. I went out, and I think that was perhaps a mistake. Perhaps it was a mistake. I walked 9,000 steps today. It's not enough. It's not 10. I need something entertaining while I'm watching the show. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to start crying, but I'm all right. My sandwich boards would read, "Get over it. I'm fat, not pregnant, Chartel." I'm fat, not pregnant. Maybe I should say that. I don't even feel I'm that thin, but my friend Doug says that I'm thin. I am here, Lewis, and I don't hate you. Sometimes you have a big relapse, but tomorrow is Monday. Start again. Nothing tastes as good as being skinny feels. Yes, and nothing feels as good as not having cancer, which is what I believe carbs promote the growth of cancer, which is why I want to be on a keto diet. I don't want to have diabetes too. But thank you very much, Claire. I do appreciate that. That ham sandwich sign in Kent always makes me chuckle. What is the ham sandwich sign? What is the ham sandwich sign? Did you see Keir's post about the anti-Western Islamists brought back to the UK today on Twitter? Rupert Lowe's response has received 3 times the amount of likes as Keir's already. Well, what did it say? Can I see that? I'm gonna go over here. We will go over here and we will go over to Rupert Lowe and we'll see what it says. We'll see what it says. We're looking at what Rupert Lowe says. $115,000 likes. Yeah, he's right. Rupert Lowe is doing great. Is doing great. And he's doing great. And I hope, I don't know. I think maybe he's better than Keir Starmer. Not Keir Starmer, than Nigel Farage. Who knows? Jack Rankin says he's not one of us, not Rupert Lowe. The guy in the thing. Being a British citizen doesn't make you British. Yeah, and you know what? I'm even against the idea of Britishism. I'm in favor of being English because there are people in this country who do not love this country who are British. But do they call them? And they call themselves British. They call themselves British, is what I'm saying. There are places in Kent called Ham and Sandwich. I know because my late partner was from Deal. That's funny. That's funny, Alfie Cap. And Lammy and that other idiot woman, Warmelian. Even a Tory joined in and then had to post an ooh. I didn't even know. I didn't know he was an out, but he still deserves to be here. Did he grow up in this country? I mean, really, really, really. In our parish, down here in Somerset of Wattenay, we've had a much better attendance at the 4 Christmas services. Could it be that people who work are waking up to the need to maintain our culture and tradition? I hope so. Have Warmelian, have I not been promoting Christianity here? And I'm not even a Christian, but it needs to be promoted. It needs to be. I'd send him back just for doing that stupid happy dance. I didn't see it on the TV. I didn't see it. I've DM'd you the link, Lewis. Okay, let's look at the link. Let's look at the link. I'm going to look at the link here. Let's see if I got the link here. I don't know why is it. I'm not getting it here. Uh-oh. I'm checking on this thing here. Don't go anywhere. I don't know. Hmm. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see any link that was said. Jedster, I don't see the link. I'll have to look. My MP is a Tory and she's honestly brilliant. So I'll still vote for her, but they're all a complete shower of SIJT, all of them, whatever color they're. Well, you got to make sure the right guy wins, Joodles, right? Or the right woman. Tories are now finished as a party. I would have to agree, Julian. I would have to agree. How could they not be finished? People don't trust them, and their leader is not strong enough because the people don't trust them. It's the Rupert Lowe post. It's in Twitter. It's in your Twitter DMs. I looked. I can't find my Twitter DMs. I don't know what this is. I'll look on this. I'll look here. I'll look on my phone. Here, okay, here it is. Okay. 10,000 likes. I mean, interesting. Yes, Jedster. Yes. So Jedster writes, well, this has gone down like a pint of tepid vomit. Top work, prime minister, quote unquote, prime minister. I mean, God bless him. He's like old too, and he's like fighting. He's in there fighting. He said, I consider killing any colonialists, especially Zionists, heroic. We need to kill more of them. That's what he wrote in 2012. 2012. It's not a presidency though, Lewis. My lady looks after us, and that's what matters to our constituents, say, i.e. us. And I despise Farage, and he's not the solution. Yeah, maybe you're right, but what is the solution? What is the solution? Rupert wrote that, not me. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, very good. Very, very, very good. Long-term stratagem has died along with the increase in political turmoil, says MC Scott. Tories are now finished as a party, says Julian. The trouble is, if the vicar does one of her work sermons, Vatanai says, and if the fat lefty who sometimes does anti-Trump, anti-Israel prayers, then you'll leave again, Vatanai, or they will leave again. You got to find your own church. You got to make your own church with your own vicar. You got to not go back to the church that you were going to. I think that's what freedom means. You don't have to go to your church. You don't have to go to the Church of England if they don't fight for England or Britain or whatever country you're living in. Scotland, Northern Ireland. Okay? Not many young men, but there were more couples there. Okay. How about young women? With the young women, I'll turn up there. Farage will be a good starting point of change. That's what MC Scott says. That almost makes sense. Jedster says yes. Jedster says yes. It's like how Trump changed America. He didn't do it all at once. He changed America. Somebody else. Producer. What? Did you bring anything that I would like? Okay. I predict Farage will be equally as despotic as It's not about despotic. That's not the right word. Please pick another word. It's not about despotic. It's about, is he going to be on our team, on my team, on Team Britain, on your team? Is he going to fight for you? Because Keir Starmer is not fighting for you. He's fighting for somebody living in Egypt who wants to kill British people. Ridiculous. Reform UK are needed ASAP, says Mark Therosian. Quite possible. Quite possible. The Church of Me. C6 Steve. Is that the song? Alfie Cap says, I never heard of that song. I barely know who C6 Steve is. Still here listening in as you're taught. Thank you, Chartel. Keep on listening to my voice. Chartel, I love you. I love you. I love you. Authoritarian? No, I don't care if he's authoritarian. I want him to fight for England. Keir Starmer is authoritarian fighting for Team World. Who's going to be authoritarian fighting for Team Britain? Or Team Britain. We need a prime minister that puts the British people and British values first, Mark Therosian. That's what we need. That's what we need. It's not about competence. It's about belief. Don't buy into religion, says Ludd. The silly man in the sky. Don't buy into politicians, the silly fools in suits who play you like a fiddle. Is that the lyrics to the song, Ludd? Is that what that is? No, Farage is not going to fight for me. That idiot he appointed as justice minister in her first speech decided some special men should be in women's prisons. Okay, well that's the question. Who's going to fight for you more and who's going to win? Who's going to fight for you more? They're all the bastard same. Well, that might be true, but I don't think that they're all the same. I don't think so. I have a price. They're the same between the Tories and Labour, but I mean, Keir Starmer might be the right man. He might be the only man. He might become a great guy. I have a price. Like Donald Trump was gung ho on vaccines and gung ho on COVID and all that bullshit, and now he's not. So he changed too. I have a price. I get quite well paid for playing the organ. I can't afford principles. Okay, well, there you go. You're there playing the organ. Yeah. It's hard when you got to make decisions like that, basically. It's hard. Farage will likely be let down in some ways. But he's at least a step in the right direction, says Jedster. I love you, Lewis. Your voice is AMSR. Thank you very much. Is that like AMSR? Is that like putting you to sleep? Is that what that means? I don't know if that's true. Caroline Cooper, who on earth could you vote for other than Farage right now? Yeah, exactly. Who on earth? Who on earth? He organized the party. Is he the man? Is he going to sell us down the river the way the Tories did? Is he already down the river already? Like, or is it up the river? Up the river, like Labor? Who else is there? Oh, Cressida and your third son are the comedians on FSN tonight. Merry Christmas. I'm never going back on the air. I've blown my chance. I don't even know what I've done. But I know I haven't acted appropriately. And maybe they're afraid to put me on. Maybe they've been told not to put me on. Maybe somebody there said, don't put that guy on. He doesn't support us. Whatever. Farage needs to win the election to smash the two-party system, but then needs to fail to make way for a proper white right-wing party to save this country. Do you want to know something, Stuart? That actually sounds like something that I have said myself. Or maybe I haven't said it, but maybe you said it in such a perfect way. I think to myself, you said it, Stuart. A round of applause for Stuart. He says Farage needs to win the election to smash the two-party system. But then he needs to fail to make way for a proper right-wing party to save this country. Stuart, I agree with that. Shanks is in the building. You can play Lewis's organ for free. I pay you to play my organ. Thank you, Shanks, for thinking about me. I do appreciate that. I love playing with the organ. Okay. The question is, will Team World let Farage win? And then how long will he last before he's gotten rid of? That's also a good question. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe out of the West or out of the East or out of the South, a new voice will come. Maybe Rupert Lowe. People will think maybe Tommy Robinson. Maybe. Once they get Josh off FSN, I think you'll have they'll have you back, Lewis. No, I don't think so. Thank you for saying that, Joodles. I do. I appreciate you. Thank you for saying that. But I don't think that that's the case. Everybody, can we go to Patreon or PayPal or Ko-fi and and um and support the channel? It would be nice. It would be nice for me. Don't make me beg. And can we do something else? Can we go to Discord? Maybe. Like him or loathe him, says Tiger Fang. Farage was always Britain first. I mean, the way he used to speak to those people in Brussels or Strasbourg, wherever they met, was amazing. Was fantastic. Starmer has no conviction. He's weak. He is not. No, he's total conviction. He doesn't care if he gets elected or not. He's just doing what he's doing. He's amazing, Caroline Cooper. I don't like him. He doesn't represent my team. But if you're a pro-Muslim communist team, then he's a great guy. How was the walk there? Was it cold? It's pretty cold. Okay. Vat and I made a joke, but I don't even know what the joke is. I don't know what the joke is, but it says he's speaking to Shawshank, to Shank, not Shanks, but Shanks in the building, or Shanks roast beef. Does he have a 32-foot open wood? I don't know what that is exactly. Julian says no. Vatnai says yes, it's great. So here, thank you, Kermit. Buy the stream of coffee at Ko-fi, ko-fi.com, Lewis Schaffer, or Patreon, Lewis Schaffer, or PayPal. Yeah. Isn't Discord for gamers? It could be for gamers. Well, where else can people talk about what we're like? We're going to end the show in a couple of minutes, and you're going to be able to talk to your friends, I think, and maybe meet up and hook up and be friends and do all sorts of stuff like that. Go to Discord, 5ANM, 5 capital A, capital N, small m, capital A, capital U, small h, capital A. Why can't Reform not be a proper right-wing party? Because it was founded, I don't know, was Nigel Farage a proper right-wing party? I mean, it reminds me of whatchamacallit, where he owns the party, Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage owns the party. Hi, Lewis. It's great to be in your fine company. Thank you, Streaky Bacon. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're wrapping up this discussion on politics. I think this has been it turned out into an okay show. Did it turn out okay? It wasn't the best one that we've done, but it's Sunday. I'm going to go in and lie down, even though I'm not sleepy now because I had a cup of coffee. Discord is a meeting hub that's used by gamers, but also anyone wishing to have an engagement meet platform, an engaging meet platform. Is that what it's called? It's called a meet platform. Go to Discord and talk on Discord and stuff like that. Stuff like that. Josh is an argumentative. He is what he is. He is what he is. Who knows? Maybe his situation. I'm not going to discuss it. Caroline, I can't discuss it. I can't discuss it. A pipe 32 feet long, which sounds the lowest note on a large cathedral organ. Oh, I see. I didn't know that is something, a 32. Have you heard that before? A 32-foot long pipe? No. Okay. So this has been a good show. Has it been a good show? I've really enjoyed can I just say this? And sometimes I yell at you, and sometimes I'm in my own world, whatever. But I really enjoy the fact that you're here talking to me. I enjoy that completely. Completely enjoy that you're here. We've had a Christmas is, I guess Christmas is going to be another week. Are we still in Christmas? Thank you, Lud. Very funny. Okay, a meat platform, like a step made of meat. A meat platform. Reform will win, but won't do much, according to Streaky Bacon. But the right wing party after them will sort this mess out if it's not too late. Yes. Yeah, you're the second person to say that. So thank you, people, for listening. Vatanai and Joodles and Warmelian. Claire, thank you for being here. MC Cuff and ICU and Caroline Cooper. Incredible participation. Let me go through the fans. And Girl from Mars, she was watching. I guess she didn't say anything. 6 badges. Stuart S. was here. And Daryl, all the good names. You, Janice, thank you for coming in. Warmelian at number 20 is Streaky Bacon. Thank you very much. John Miller at 19. Julian at 18. And Shanks in the building. I appreciate that so much. Right next to Jedster, the Shanks and Jedsters. Are you the same people? Vantanai, 15. I see you. Beautiful, beautiful, I see you. She is 14. And there's beautiful Joe. Beautiful. She's 13. MC Scott, John Van Dam, Lud. Thank you for coming. And there's Claire and MJ Tigerfang and Alfie Cap, Caroline Cooper, number 6. Look at it. There's a picture of Caroline Cooper. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful Caroline Cooper. Mark the Rosie. Can you see the muscles on his thing? Look at how big those muscles are. Chartel is number 4. She's really doing a great job participating. Mr. Cuff. And up at number 1 and number 2, old faces and good friends. Hi-ho Kermit and Joodles. Number 1 is Kermit. So thank you, Kermit, winning the purple crown. I think you've done a really, really great job. If I haven't thanked you, Chartel, or MJ Tigerfang or whatever, just go to the bottom and write it down. Write down your name and say, Lewis, what am I, chopped liver? Write it down. Streaky Bacon. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Lud and Daryl is Daryl. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I felt it was a little bit optimistic. What time tomorrow? I guess 5 o'clock tomorrow. What do you think? 5 o'clock? What time do you guys want to do tomorrow? We're not gonna have a fridge show tonight because we're on holiday. Okay? We're on holiday. What are you, chopped liver? Streaky Bacon. Yeah. Chopped liver. That's funny. Let's keep the holiday going. I like it. Yeah. So should we do it at 6 tomorrow? Be at 6 to 7:30 on a Monday. We'll do it at 6 tomorrow. At 6 o'clock tomorrow. No, we're not doing a radio show tomorrow. Thank you, Joodles, for asking that question. We're not doing a radio show tomorrow. Did I mention his name, Mr. Cuff? He's not chopped liver to me. It's Monday tomorrow. You normally not had radio show at 5 p.m. on Monday. That's right. So I don't think there's going to be a show. I think we'll restart next week, the week afterwards, 6 p.m. It'll be 6 p.m. tomorrow. It'll be 6 p.m. tomorrow. We'll do it for another week at 6 p.m. Okay? Cool. Thank you, Chartel. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock.